Despite the drought conditions, Maine's blueberry farmers were busy harvesting and selling thousands of pounds of fruit during this year's Wild Blueberry Weekend. Farmers we spoke with said the second year of the statewide celebration is much needed. News Center Maine's Jack Mulmud explains.
For me, it's always been sort of like a Maine tradition.
Tim Davis behind Ridgeberry Farm, one of more than a dozen wild blueberry farms around the state participating in Wild Blueberry Weekend, and his farm has some history.
This particular hand rake was actually made here by Ridgeberry Farm. He looked at a rake one day and said, I can make that.
He demonstrates the old way of blueberry harvesting, but when you harvest 100 acres a year, it's good to get with the times.
These are the superfruit that everybody's seeking when they think about blueberries. These are particularly Maine, in eastern Canada and stuff, but these berries, as Mainers, they're ours. There's nothing else like them.
Wild Blueberry Weekend was a boost for Maine's blueberry farmers. As Davis says, farmers have faced hurdles. His farm mostly avoiding the current drought conditions.
This field in particular wasn't too bad. Thankfully we were able to get just enough rain, a little bit, to make the damage not so horrible.
A challenge now is passing the baton on to new farmers.
Farmers are starting to get out of it because they're aging out and they don't have anybody to take over. It's an exciting time because we are starting to grow. And I think this Wild Blueberry Weekend is going to it helps that so much more because it's building awareness.
And just a few miles down the road, Brodus Blueberries shows off its history.
That goes back further than any other farm that I know of in this area, certainly, so pretty special.
Ron Howard is a 7th-generation blueberry farmer. As he shows us, his wife's family had one of the first land grants in Maine in 1799.
Well, our farm is trying to diversify. As I mentioned, my son has a distillery, so we're distilling some of our wild blueberries. We make jams and pies and a lot of different things that we're doing to utilize wild blueberries and get them in people's hands.
And it helps when your youngest farmers in the family help out too.
I'm the 9th generation.
Zoe Baker, carrying 223 years of family history. She has a lot to say about it.
It's old.
But with Zoe,
Mouthful of berries,
and her mom reading aloud to Mainers and tourists, the outlook looks good for new generations of farmers. In hope, Jack Mulmud, News Center, Maine.
A total of 15 farms across Maine participated in this year's Wild Blueberry Weekend. And if you didn't have a chance to see the farms, you can go to our website and find a link to wildblueberries.com to find where you can buy Maine blueberries in stores.